we would like to know a brief introduction about yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Leena Ladhe. I have done my computer science engineering. I have around 13 years experience in IT industry. I have started my career with training at SID Infotech, and I was a trainer there. I did lectureship in the Cummins College of Engineering, Pune, and then I moved into the software testing field, and then now I'm working as a test manager. So this is all about my introduction.
We would also like to know what is that book and why did you choose that book?
So the book which I have chosen is Corporate Chanakya, and why many of you are knowing Chanakya, of course, as an Indian we should know, it's Acharya Chanakya, and why I have chosen this book is during past my career I was there on-site 1 year at Germany, and I was alone without my family members, so I was having a lot of time to explore, which I utilized to read books or watch the videos or something, whatever I used to like. And before actually this happened, before I have chosen this book, I have attended one of the seminar, I think in 2011 or 12. The title of the workshop was Leadership Qualities, and it was presented by Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai. And at that time, I came to know there is a book which is known as Corporate Chanakya, and he is the person who has written this book. So the inspiration is from that time actually. I purchased the CD at that time because I was knowing if I purchase a book, I will never read it. So I thought I will listen something out of it. So with the excitement of the session, as you mentioned, immediately after the session I listened to those audios. But later on, when I get the time in the last year when I was at Germany, I took those CDs along with me and I listened. And also I watched one serial on YouTube, that is Chandragupta Maurya, which was completely giving the intention what was Chanakya is having and how he has developed a normal person, a normal boy, Chandragupta, and he made him as a king of the Akhand Bharat. It is really inspiring. Written by Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai. So before beginning with the content of the book, I would like to have one or two liner introduction of Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai. So this is the person who has actually studied in the Chinmay International Foundation at Kerala, Kochi, and he studied his education and he educated in management and consultancy field. Later on he did his MA in Sanskrit and then doctorate in Arthashastra. So basically Chanakya is also known as Kautilya and Vishnugupta, and he has written one great book which is Arthashastra. So that is a grantha basically. So Chanakya, all of us are aware, like he is a great leader. He is known as a mastermind person, and most of his words are used for leadership, management, politics, all these kind of areas. So in this book, it's very vast book. It has three dimensions. One is on leadership, another one is management, and another one is training. So I have chosen one particular area from leadership. So leadership has, so whatever paper you are having, it has given all the sub-points of each particular topic. So from leadership, there are 5 points again: competition to avoid, people, power, and qualities of leader, which is actually today's session, qualities of leader. So first I would like to go with the things which are mentioned by Acharya Chanakya. What should be the qualities in the leader? So basically Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai has studied 1 year complete Arthashastra. It is having 6,000 sutra in that book, okay, 150 chapters, and he had gone to the ashrama when he has decided he was doing his own business with his partner, and he went there. So his guru Swami Chinmayanandaji said to him is, if you have to study Arthashastra, you need to come into the ashram and follow the older practice of Guru Shishya Parampara. So he left his business, everything, home and everything, and he went to the ashrama. He studied it, and then he came back, and then he has explained everything in his introduction in the book. You can anytime read how it helped him to grow. And today he is a great international speaker, trainer on management and leadership. Okay, so let's go one by one. So the first first quality I would like to mention is alertness. So being a leader in any area, we have to be very alert. So nowadays, if we see in any area, we are having a lot of competitors, and in every field we have a lot of competitors. Or when I am a leader, I need to be very alert, very careful watch I need to see towards my employees also. So there has to be a careful watch or moment towards the moment of my employees. Okay, and we don't have to just deal with our employees as employees, but we need to understand their mindset, how they are thinking, and what is going to happen if they will not behave in the right way. So we have to think from that perspective as well. So that is why we should be very alert. Okay, the second quality of the leader is advice to entrepreneur. So every person is having some dream to succeed and all those kind of things, but we are not knowing, as we all want to do something by our own, but we don't know the path. How can we achieve it? Okay, so how can I achieve the things which I want to have? For that, they have mentioned in the Arthashastra is your confidence will take you towards your destination through whatever ups and downs you are going to face. So you have to be confident enough. That is the only message they have given if you want to do something or if you want to achieve something. Okay? So we don't have to just sit and wait for a particular opportunity to come. We have to get up and let's start, do it. That's the biggest message which we can get it from this book. Okay. The next quality is multiple tasking. So multitasking is well known to us as we are working in the corporate world. So what does it mean is lot of things are happening at the same time at various places. That's why it is necessary. So what is the success of a leader? That is what is mentioned here is the key success of the leader is effective delegation. So if you have a team of 100 people or 50 people or maybe 1000 people, so you should know as a leader to whom should I delegate what. But how would I understand what to delegate? Okay, for that again there are some tips given in the Arthashastra is we need to select as a leader a particular person. So selection is one of the tips for this. So how do I select? So good decision makers, whoever we are observing, that can be for them we can become a leader or head of the department, or we can delegate some particular responsibility to them. Then second thing is we have to set up some system, MIS system. So it's a management information system. So in any organization if you see, there should be some proper reporting mechanism. Then only we can have all these things in a proper right way. The next thing is training. We need to train the people which we have chosen so that they can behave or they can do their task in the appropriate way. And of course control. So we need to keep the track of the things whatever we are doing, which is very important aspect. So Peter Drucker is the person who is known as a father of management, advanced father of management, and he has mentioned initially, see, whoever is starting something new, it's very difficult to delegate to someone, maybe some fear or some insecurity feeling. But initially we they get this kind of feeling like it's insecurity, but later on it's a freedom and things will move in very smooth manner. Okay, that's the important thing which we need to learn in our organization, whatever, if I'm leading a project or team or maybe in the school or whatever, if we delegate, then the things are not going to impact on me, but things will go into the smooth way. So quality. Open door policy is important for a leader is like, sometimes we don't allow as a leader or as a manager to our subordinates. So we need to allow them to reach to the leader. What does it help to achieve the things is, basically we need to get the direct information. So if you are a marketing person or a sales person, I can directly go to you and try to get the information. So the faster decision, I can make the decision fast and get the things done earlier. Then something is like avoiding the external threats. Avoiding external threats means if a particular employee of you is knowing you are there or somebody is there who is listening to me. So I don't need any kind of external support or external agency. So I can avoid these external threats automatically by myself by being an open person. Okay, and of course, as in the corporate world, I can avoid the attrition, which is one of the parameters of our appraisal system. And next one is emotional bonding. So emotional bonding is very important when I am working as a team lead or as a leader or as a businessman, because we need to understand the people. If someone is coming with a problem, we need to understand their problem, we need to listen to them. So everybody is very much interested, like someone is going to listen to me. So we need to develop this quality in ourselves so that we can understand certain person's emotions. So that is coming under open door policy. Next very important thing is ethics in business. Okay, so most of you have introduced, actually you are doing business. I am currently working as an employee, though I am working as a manager. So I would like to know from you guys is like, what ethics are you following while doing your business maybe?
So especially when we talk about ethics, so generally when we do a business, what happens is we start with a lot of investment, right, and we take a risk, and we know that success is going to take some little time. And when we switch from being an employee to an entrepreneur or to a businessman, there will be an insecurity because a lot of expenses will not be taken care by salary now. So what happens is people get desperate, right, and they try to sell the things in any or every way which is possible. If I am selling something which is not a good product, but still I know that however I'll manage and manipulate and I'll sell it so that I can be profit. Because एक बार customer लेके चला गया तो I don't care.
Making very favorite topic. Here I would like to share something what I have implemented with this book which Manisha has asked me to share, and how it is becoming icebreaker for me. So decision making is very important aspect in the life. So to become a leader, we should think like a leader. This is first important thing. We just don't read it. Consider, assume I am a leader and then go ahead. So we have to be very fast thinker, fast implementer and fast decision maker. Okay, we just can't think. We have to take some decision. So many things happening in our life is we could not take the decision. Okay, so very important thing for taking any decision is don't afraid while do the mistake. Don't be afraid. Okay, because in I read in the book is like there were a conversation going on with one of the CEO with one person is, but how do you know your decision is correct? So the answer is by doing the mistakes. Unless and until I will not do the mistake, I will never know whether I am right or wrong. My decision is right or wrong. Then second one is to make a decision, we need to give some time frame. So set up some time frame. It has to be time box. I can't take 1 year to take some particular decision. Of course, some decisions we are taking lifelong, but the things should happen in a proper time. Okay, and then encourage others also to take the decision. As a manager, I only should not always take the decision. See, unless and until I will not grow my subordinates, I cannot go ahead. So I need to encourage them. So this is what Manisha and I have already started implementing in my team. So small decisions, I am doing the delegation, which we have seen. Trying to delegate the things to my team members, trying to ask them to take the decisions. Though it is, and I am always telling them, even if it is going to make any problem, if problems will be created, I will bear it. If things will go in the right way, then you bear it. But you do it. Don't just wait because multiple things are happening and we could not do it. So how I have implemented here is, right now I would like to share in my team, almost 17-18 people are there in my team. There was a transition of my company and there were no reporting system in there. Whatever things are there, I am alone doing it. So I am just feeding up with the things, with the customer, with the team member, with admin, with IT, with other things, and it is very difficult to manage me. So every person is coming with their problem, every single person. Fresher, 2-year experience, 5 years experience, 10 years experience, with their problems, attending them, also attending all customer calls, creating report, it is becoming very difficult. So I have went to my manager and asked like we have to have some reporting structure. So every time I am getting this kind of decision. So finally I take a call myself. I have created a hierarchy in my team. I have identified the people who are more experienced, created a structure and declared it to my seniors as well as my juniors. This is what is the structure. All 13 people are not going to come to me. Because I cannot spend every day till 9 o'clock in the office. So this is what is the decision which I have chosen. And I have taken it by myself as a fast thinker. This was one of the inspiration for that. So another one is spiritual side. So I think some of you have already mentioned about this thing. Like we need to transform our work into heaven. So don't take the word meaning of heaven as such. But what does it indicate is whatever work we are doing, we have to devote towards that work. Otherwise, we can get the satisfaction. Okay, so carry out your work in the proper way, in the well-mannered way. So, primary duty of the leader is, as I mentioned, we have to protect our people. Okay, that is very important. As a leader, I should do that. I have to protect my team members, which I am always trying to do it. Even though people are not updating their status, I used to tell my bosses, yes, my team is doing this, yes, my team is doing this. That is why team is getting motivated, I am getting motivated. What answers I need to give them, that I manage myself. But that is what I do, and I do try to create that emotional bonding with the team. So that team is started believing on me and they are listening to me. And then we can generate the proper output of our project.